Well, you know, a lot of people like to stack their firewood between two trees because they got a ready-made post there to hold the wood up. But I don't like doing that because if you get a really windy day, the base of the tree actually kind of vibrates or moves a little bit, and eventually your wood pile can fall over. Not only that, if you got your wood stacked right on the ground, the bottom layer is gonna be rotten, and that's a lot of work just to let wood rot. You should also cover your firewood because all that rain and snow in the wood inside the pile can cause rotten, and you don't really get it to dry well. Even when it's had a couple years to dry, it's still kind of soggy and maybe even moldy in there. So I'm going to show you what I do to stack wood. You can use fence posts or wood posts at the end of your wood pile, and that works good to hold the wood in place. But when you go to cover the wood, you can't really, unless you cut that fence post right off at the height of the wood, your cover sheet doesn't quite make it past the wood. It's just to the end of the wood, and you can get some rot on the ends of your wood piles that way. Another way to do it is to pile your wood up without any fence posts or anything to hold the wood in, but you have to be good at stacking wood to do that, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Here's a wood pile that's already finished, and you can see I've got the corners stacked back and forth to all the way up, and then you can stack the other one in between. Here's one that I'm working on, and as you can see, I've got all four corners stacked, and you might notice that this corner is a lot higher than the other corners. Well, that's because when I cover the wood with tin or whatever I have, I want it to drain, and I want to know which way it's draining so I can put my layers of tin in the right direction. Here's an example over here, and these wood piles don't look pretty because of the tin and stuff on them, but it's a very effective way to dry the wood. Here I've got a big piece of barn tin, and on the other side I've got three shorter pieces that are all telescoping and draining in the same direction, and that should keep that wood dry. And then I got bricks or blocks or old pieces of lumber that I just throw on there to hold it down. Here's another example here where I've got the tin three in a row here, and they're all draining that way, and there was a little bit of a space on the top here, so I just put this plank here, an old gate on top of it to hold it. And these piles should dry real well for a couple years, and then I got some high quality firewood. So I've got a lot of work to do on this one. I've got the corners all finished, except for I got to fit a piece in here, and then I can fill in all around there. These corners are not real sturdy by themselves, but once you get all that wood piled in between them, they hold up pretty well, unless you drop a tree on it or something like that. I'm just going to keep working on this wood pile, and I hope I've given you some ideas that you can use when stacking wood in your yard. Take care and be safe out there. See you next time. Bye.